Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends Series Mindless One Build-A-Figure Waves Clea. Let's get into it! Let's begin our magical mystery tour with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top, Build-A-Figure Mindless One, assortment number 4 and up. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole if they don't belong there. And this symbol here, which corresponds to Doctor Strange's Greenwich Village Sanctum Sanctorum, the big window in the upstairs of it. Legends Series, nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories and Build-A-Figure piece. Marvel Knights Clea, Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode on this side. Some nice artwork of Clea. On this side, same nice artwork of Clea. And of course, on the back, same artwork, just expanded. Marvel Legends Series Clea. Clea uses sorcery to lead a rebellion in the Dark Dimension and protect Earth alongside Doctor Strange and the Defenders. And I have to say, I do like that artwork. It's pretty cool. Build-A-Figure Mindless One. There's the completed render of the figure and the cross sale. Midnight Sun Iron Man, Blade, Lady Bullseye, Power Man Luke Cage, Fist Ninja, Clea, and Ninja Bearded Daredevil, or whatever they call him. And of course, you see numbers here correspond with numbers here. It tells you which parts of the Build-A-Figure come with each figure. Each sold separately, subject to availability. Attention! Especially don't stick things in your French pie hole. Warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick anything in your pie hole that doesn't belong there in any language, and don't give it to babies. Marvel print, small fine legalese, made in China print, and Hasbro print. That, my friends, beep, beep, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and her accessories. And let's start off with the Build-A-Figure pieces. She comes with the right arm of the Mindless One. Pretty standard for Build-A-Figure. And also a fist instead of an open hand for the right as well. Then we have handy dandy tweezers here to help us take a look at these magic effects. Nothing we have not seen before as either magic or flame. The color might be new. Made of translucent plastic, and it does have a nice sculpt to it. But again, these are nothing new. And again, nothing new. She comes with a set of alternate hands, which are fists. Nice molded details on in and out hinges. Molded in the proper color of plastic, it would seem. There's a left one and a right one. Well, let's take a look at the figure herself. And starting with the head sculpt, I have to say, I really like this. I think it is very Clea looking. The white hair, the face printing that's going on here is very nice. Some of it is subtle, and some of it is not so subtle, like the eyes and around the eyes. And I think it's really nice looking. The sculpt and the paint apps there. Of course, the hair is probably a separate piece, just glued on to the head. But I like that. And the look of this figure, while this may not be the most classic look of Clea, it's been a while since I've read Doctor Strange, so I don't exactly remember. This looks like more of a bit of a modern take on her classic duds, but I have to say it does still, you know, when I look at this, I know that it's Clea. The white hair, the circle patterns on the pants, leggings, tights, whatever you want to call them. And as far as the abdominal piece goes, that looks like, you know, the same piece we've been getting for Legends females for a long time. The upper part looks to be new. The neck piece, this looks like it may be a separate piece that's glued in here so that they don't have to use very many paint apps. This might be a paint app right here because it does look a bit glossier than the rest of it. Unfortunately, they did not give us the new arms for this Clea. She has the old school hinge and swivels, but they did give us the new double jointed pinless knees. Well, let's take a look at her articulation. Because of the hair, she really doesn't look up. She can look down that far, and yes, she's on the ball and hinge. She can do the full exorcist. She's got a little bit of chicken neck in there and only a slight bit of waggle because of the hair. At the shoulder, her arm can do a full 360 degree rotation, and she can raise her arm up that high past 90 degrees in like the John Travolta pose there, and it's stopped by the shoulder pad, but I don't know how much further it would really go. Again, hinge, single hinge and swivel at the elbow, swivels around 360 degrees and does not reach a 90 degree bend there. But I think this is maybe reused from Scarlet Witch, and that's why they went with this arm. But at the wrist, lost my thought there for a minute, 360 degrees on an in and out hinge. And again, I think we've seen these hands before on Scarlet Witch. She does have this nice little belt overlay. There's a cut here where the chest and the abdomen meet. It gives you 360 degrees of rotation. Lets her crunch forward that far, back that far, and she's got some hula going on right there. At the hips, she can give you that much of the splits. She can kick forward about 90 degrees, it looks like. Back about 3/4 of a step maybe. Cut at the upper thigh for a full 360 degrees of rotation. Double hinged, pinless knee. And it will give you that much bend. Then at the ankle, tilts down that far. Tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. That, my friends, see if she can stand up. There we go. That, my friends, is a look at Clea and her accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends Series Mindless One Build-A-Figure Waves Clea with her sometimes paramour, the Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange, and from the Marvel Legends Series Villains Zemnu Build-A-Figure Wave, the Dread Dormammu. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends Mindless One Build-A-Figure Waves Clea, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison, from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Mindless One Build-A-Figure Waves Clea, I have to say, I really do think this figure has been a long time coming. I do feel like this version of the character is a bit more modern than what I really wanted. I remember the colors being a little bit different, but of course, colors kind of fade out on comics after a while, unless you're looking at the reprints. But it just seems like her colors on here are a bit darker, and that just kind of says to me this is a later version. But the classic elements are here: the gloves, shoulder pads, the rings on her leggings or tights or pants or whatever they are, and the white hair. So it feels like the important components of the figures here. You look at this figure and you know that it's Clea if you're at all familiar with Doctor Strange. And this figure, to me, it just gets us one step closer to what I feel like is the main cast of the Doctor Strange comic books. We have Doctor Strange, Clea, Mindless One, and Dormammu now. So we need a Wong from the comic books, a Rentroff from the comics, and on the bad guy side of things, an Umar, who is Dormammu's sister, and just as evil as he is almost, and Baron Mordo. I mean, we really, really need a Baron Mordo. And then maybe an ancient one from the comics would be nice, but I feel like in this climate of whatever you want to call it, that's not going to be one that could happen. But it would be nice to have like a regularly colored version, and then like the astral version of the ancient one, and even an astral version of the comic book version of Doctor Strange would be kind of cool, because that's a mode in his magic that he used a lot, was his astral projection. So, and I can't remember rightly if Clea used that or not. I'm sure that she did, because Steven not only was her lover, but her teacher as well. And again, I think this character's plastic incarnation has been a long time coming. I'm glad to see what we finally gotten there, even if it isn't the most classic Clea, at least as I think of her. Again, all the classic elements are there, and I'm glad to finally have a Clea to hang out with my Stephen Strange. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.